Alright, hey, I wanted to try to show you guys the shuttle shifter and how nice it is going from forward to reverse without having to touch the clutch or anything. So right now I am in 4th gear, so that's range A, gear 4, and I have the shuttle shifter. Let's see here, I'm gonna put it dead center. Start. Okay. Alright, so I don't know, hope you can see the RPMs and me shift at the same time. But watch the time frame there from when I move directions and everything else. Okay, this is at an idle in 4th gear, and with the shuttle shifter set in the center. So if I turn it completely to the left, so counterclockwise, way faster, almost instant pretty much. Back forward. Okay, now we're turning it all the way to the extreme right, so that'd be full clockwise. Takes it a second. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing just under RPM. So I'll bring it up to about 1900 here. Hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, this is still all the way to the right. Going back in reverse. So definitely really smooth when you go all the way to the right. Now I'm all the way to the left. Jerky, but pretty fast. So I usually end up driving with it about in the middle here. So this would be about what I deal with. I don't know if you get any perspective here on what I'm doing. But yeah, quite nice. And so even if you want to also, so technically John Deere says that you could do that in all 12 gears. You can go from forward to reverse, and what will happen is as you go from one gear to the next, or forward to reverse, it will hydraulically slow you down to 0 before it starts to put you in the opposite direction. So you know, they have a built-in safety on that, but I don't think I would try it at you know, anything maybe over 8th gear or so. What else was I just gonna show you? Oh yeah, so you don't even technically have to use the clutch to start or stop. You could just put it in gear. So you can see the clutch down there at the far left. So you get over here a little bit better. Okay, so I just put it in neutral. It's coming to a stop. Put it in reverse. So if you're somewhere that's going back and forward, if you're somewhere that's a little open and you're not really worried about clunking into anything, it's pretty nice. One feature that I've kind of grown to like with the clutch, and when I first got this tractor, the transmission was out of sync, so they had to recalibrate it. So if yours doesn't seem to do this, then you might need to take it back and have them recalibrate it. But as you let the clutch out, it's all electric. It's not mechanical like old clutches are. It just has an electric like diff switch down there that tells the clutch how much to activate. But as you start to let it out, you could literally control your speed. I mean, I'm creeping at, you know, I'm not even a 1/10 of a mile an hour. And as you let it out, you could pretty much control what you need up to whatever the idle speed of that gear is. So it is quite nice to be able to feather that out. And like I said, when I'm in big open areas, I don't even use the clutch. I just throw it in forward or reverse for the most part. If I'm on a hill or something, I'll hit the brakes as I'm going into neutral as I'm shifting through them, just to help slow it down. But that's about it. All right, talk to you later.